Hi, um, welcome to this special interview. I'm your host, Ernest Chipandwe at Tinta Regents, interviewing the newest vlogger on the block, Mutinta Chilomo Mauda. Please go ahead and like the page, follow, and also subscribe. That is really going to go a long way. And without much delay, I'll go on to invite Tinta Regents vlogger, Mutinta, to introduce herself.
Thank you so much for having me this afternoon. My name is Mutinta Chilomo Mauda. I'm from Zambia, Southern Province, Bugengwa, based in United States of America, Michigan.
Thank you. I was looking at your page and seen this very unique and very sweet name,
Thank you.
Tinta Radiance.
Thank you.
What is it all about? What does it mean?
Tinta Radiance. Tinta is my name, and the radiance is the radiating light. From the book of Matthew 5:14, where Jesus was referring to his disciples as the light of the world.
So, you know, as you may be aware, there are a lot of vloggers out there, and they bring lots of messages. They do lots of things. What do you bring to the table?
I bring my story, my core values, my faith values, and my cultural values.
Oh, that's interesting. That is very good, and it's really a wide thing to cover. So I'll maybe go and itemize what you've just mentioned, like cultural values. Oh, what do you mean with cultural values? How do you identify yourself with the Zambian cultural values?
Our culture identifies us as the people, what we eat, where we come from, and what we believe in.
Oh, that's good. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's true. You know, I think the different types of food that we eat,
exactly,
how we conduct ourselves, doing certain things, and I believe that, you know, is what you're talking about. How about your faith values? How is this going to impact your target audience?
My faith values is going to target is going to impact my audience by they're going to resonate with my story and you know, where I've come from, how God has been in my life, and how God has lifted me, how God has blessed me. Yeah.
Oh, that is
like I said, I'm the light of the world. Radiance is the radiating light, the light of the world. They sit on the hill.
Just hearing what you're talking about, that is very intriguing. Have you been like a faith person from the time maybe when you're a kid?
Yeah, I've been. I received Jesus Christ when I was little, after I lost my mom, and
how old was that?
I was 8. That's the time I received Jesus Christ in my life as my personal savior, and he's been my strength all the way up to now where I am. Yeah, God has given me strength, and I've lived in him. I think I wasn't going to make it this far if I didn't have God in my life.
That should have been very hard, losing parents at a tender age like that. How did that impact you in school? Because I'm sure that is about the school age, like when you start school around 6, 7, 8. How did that go with your school?
With my school, my school wasn't disturbed at all.
Were you required to pay fees at that time in the primary school?
No, we were not paying any money. It was free education.
Oh, that's good. That's
yes.
I believe you know, education really makes a difference. It's something that, you know, makes you makes a push in your life, and
exactly,
you know, makes a difference. So where did you, can you tell us about your background, like education background? Where did you go to school, your primary school?
I went to my grade, I didn't do kindergarten. I went to grade 1 at Mahiba Primary School, Chief Hamsonde area. grade 1 to grade 2. Then I went to live with my dad from grade 2 to grade 6, and my dad died.
Just before you go any further, how far was the school from your home?
It was about 6 miles.
6 miles.
6 to 7 miles. I would say 7 miles.
And what time were you like starting school?
We were starting school at 7:30.
Oh, 7:30. Pretty early. Yeah.
So we had to wake up quite early, around 4:30, to start preparing and having food before you leave, and yeah.
That's interesting. So from primary, did you go further in your education? What did you do?
Yes, I did. I wrote my grade 7 in 2000. Then I went to Refidim in grade 10 and 11. And then from there in 2006, I went to college at City College. I did clearing and forwarding and shipping management at City College Lusaka.
I'm looking at you as a double orphan, and how challenging it is, especially in our country, Zambia, like going to college and looking at City College. City College is a private institution. How did you manage to pay the fees and just get by?
It was a very tough moment for me. By the grace of God, my brother helped me, sent me money to start with, which I paid for my school. And then as it went by, I needed more money. I had to sell the cows my mom and my dad left me. I sold each one this side, one that side. One mom left me and dad left me one cow. So I sold them and paid for my tuition fee and also the balances that I had.
That's interesting. Was that a diploma? Was it a degree course? What kind of course was it?
It was a diploma course, Diploma 1.
And what field was that?
That was clearing and forwarding and shipping management.
That's good. After your college, how was life like? Did you get straight into a job? Did you do job hunting? Or what did you exactly do?
I did a lot of job hunting. I didn't get a job right there and then. I did job hunting for more than a year and I couldn't get a job.
Wow.
So I kept on doing job hunting and I couldn't get any job in Lusaka. So prayer has been my life. I kept on praying to God to help me with a job because I became pregnant in college, and after college I had a child, so I needed to provide for my son. So I was looking for any other job after I was tired looking for a job in my field. So I decided to just be open for any job that I find. So I didn't find any in Lusaka until one day when I prayed, my friend called me to say, oh, there's this company that wants somebody in Kazungula. So I was like, oh, give me the number. So she gave me the number and I contacted the lady. So we had to link up, talked. And she told me, I really want somebody in Kazungula, but I'm not providing selling in allowance. So that's why I said I'm okay with it because I really wanted a job. I really wanted to start working and just start providing for my son and better my life.
That was really challenging.
Yeah.
Had you been away from home, like especially like you were based in Lusaka? Had you been like somewhere else, far from home, in a new place?
At that time, no. No. It was just Wengwa, Lusaka, and that was it.
Wow.
At that time.
How challenging was that, going to a new place where you didn't know people? How did you fit in?
It was very challenging, very, very challenging. It was hard, but I had no choice but to adapt. And as you know, I'm a very outgoing person, so it was easy for me to fit in.
So, talking about fitting in, because was it just work, and that's it, you go back? Or what did you do? Any community activities? Anything that you did outside work?
It was just work, and church. I went to Bread of Life Church, so it was prayers, church, prayer meetings, and Sunday church. It was just work and church. Yeah.
So that really strengthened your faith values.
Exactly. That strengthened my faith values, and that's a time God would just speak to me, and I heard more around that time. I heard more from God. God just spoke to me several times.
So apart from the, you said you started working and you're working on a commission. Do you think that commission was enough to support you and your child? Or were you also looking maybe to go to another company that would offer better?
I was looking to go to another company because if you don't have business, like if you don't have clients, you not make any money. So it was very rough, and I was just starting. I was just new in the area, in the field, so it was very rough on me.
So eventually, did you find something?
Yeah, actually, I moved to another company in the same field.
Okay. What company did you move to?
I moved to Federal Cargo.
Federal Cargo. And it kind of paid well, right?
Yeah, it was a good company.
Were you seeing yourself like catching up now, progressing?
Yes, I was.
What things can you say? Okay, this made a difference. I did this, and you know, something different, like something that was different from when you were at your other company where you're getting
I was
commission.
I was able to provide for my son. He was able to go to school, and I was able to live with him again, because before I couldn't even provide food. I would sleep with an empty stomach for 3 days. I would just have a loaf of bread, and that's all I had. And I would have jiggies. Those that are coming from Africa, they know what jiggies are. I would eat that for a meal and drink water.
What is it, if you don't mind explaining what the jiggies are? Kind of what's all down.
How can I say jiggies are? Are they cereal? I think they're like cereal.
Oh, they're like cereal?
Yeah, that you just...
That would be for your dinner?
Yeah, that would give kids, when kids, you want to bribe a kid. In my country, they are being naughty. That's what we give them. It's not like real food that can fill up somebody's stomach.
Wow.
So sometimes I would sleep with an empty stomach. I couldn't afford to pay rent for, is it $2 rent of a house? I couldn't afford to pay water for $1 per month. And yeah, several nights I went to bed with an empty stomach. But I kept going because I wanted to better myself. And I knew that one day, as long as God is on the throne, I'll get there.
That's a very touching story.
Thank you.
And I know you have in mind, like when you are doing this vlogging, you have in your mind the girl child out there, especially in third world countries, developing countries,
yes,
who can really resonate with what you've been going through.
Yes.
What message can you tell them right now?
What I want to tell them right now is that it doesn't matter how bad the situation is, education is power. They should go back to school and better themselves, and that with God all things are possible. It doesn't matter how bad your situation looks. Like our Zambian president, he's coming from a humble background just like mine, and look where he is now. So education is power. They should go back to school, and they should continue trusting in the Lord.
That's true. Education is actually, a deal breaker. It it paves the way for somebody. It's not the only thing, but with education, at least you have access to a lot of opportunities.
Exactly.
And yeah, I really appreciate your vision.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate what you're trying to achieve.
Thank you.
And I pray that there will be people out there who are viewing this program right now, who stand up also to partner with you and support you to accomplish your vision.
Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure to interview you in this first segment.
Thank you.
We are going to do another interview in coming weeks, God willing. And to our viewers, please look forward to this interview. And if you have any question, please, you can direct them to Mrs. Mutinta Chilomo Mauda, the vlogger for Tinta Radiance. For now, I'll say thank you. And thank you, Mutinta, for...
Thank you. Welcome.
Yeah, and we say bye for now. Have a pleasant day.